Yeah. She got her toes and her nails did. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the ball.
I'm about to get retarded. The funny thing about it, little nigga, yeah, I just got started. I'm only here to crack the safe. If you step in my way, then somebody gotta pay. I ain't here to play. DJ, turn it up, I'ma blow a fuse. Why you cuffing that broad? Just let her choose. They just don't dance, they step with it. Ain't no need of tripping, nigga, throw your set with it. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Drink a little bit, yeah, smoke a little bit. It's a girls' night out, gon' twerk a little bit. Work them heels, dress to kill. It's a party and we lit.
She got her toes and her nails did. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the ball.
Yeah, twinkle, twinkle, little star, girl, you already know you are, yeah, them haters thinking what you be, who you are, yeah, you gon' get that money, spread with fancy cars, you about your shit, that girl will pop it off, yeah, you gon' do it big, you gon' do it big, like it's your birthday, how you do it big, go ahead, shake it, how you shake it, yeah, hustle for everything that you get, yeah, she too legit, oh, she can't never quit, and she looking good, every time she put that outfit on, tripping out with her friends, they gon' have a fit, made it to the club at 12, ain't making home till 6.
She got her toes and her nails did. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping.
Okay.
But baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. Yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the ball. Yeah. She got her toes and her nails did.
Good. What's going on with my peoples, y'all? It is, let me turn it is Women Wednesdays, y'all. I got my favorite people in the building tonight. And I got my best friend here today, and we're going to reiterate some shit.
But you on spot.
Okay, yeah, so tune in every Sunday from 3 to 4. You know what I'm about to say.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it, but we got shit we got here too. All right, so every Sunday from 3 to 4, Busy One Radio. We got day-to-day interview to play music. We got Men Mondays.
Ain't she so pretty?
Thank you.
All bright and
Be
pink.
careful, don't hit the cameras. We got men. Look at all that butt on the camera. Y'all see her butt? She got on something that I love. Anyway, copycat.
Oh,
But yeah, so
it's in the camera too.
It
is.
All
in the camera. Boom. I know.
It got an aura of its own.
Big
Knocked
energy.
this shit over.
It did. It just knocked the camera out.
That was a tail feather.
So we got Women Wednesdays, which is tonight. And you know we be clowning when we. Hey, what's up, Skinny? That's my boo right there. I love you, Skinny. When is you coming back on here? I got a whole show for you by your goddamn though. Damn. Anyway, holla at me. I got my Unc. What's up, Unc? And of course, we do Men Mondays. Like I said, Women Wednesdays, and then Let's Talk About It Fridays. But tonight, I got some controversial ass questions to ask my ladies tonight.
What's that?
Come
with it. Come with it.
I just got some shit.
You don't want controversy.
Okay, well, it ain't too much of controversy. But before we get started, though, I do want to say I got my best friend in the building. I'm an asshole. And
this the one you talking about last
night? She putting on spot.
I got the cramps. I had the cramps in a year. So today is the day.
She said it's today's your day, Hush.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave her alone tonight. But yeah, so, because she said she got cramps and I ain't fucking with her. Okay, so, that's my baby. I love her to death. So, welcome, bestie. And, of course, we got late ass L's in the building, but she always fashionably late. Okay.
It'd be like a few minutes. Y'all ain't got better.
Yeah, she be fashionably late. Okay.
Thank you.
So real quick, I want to ask this question, a couple questions before we get into the topic. Okay?
Go ahead.
I asked the men on Monday. I can't. Y'all gotta watch the show. I don't remember what they said because excuse me, you know how we ignore them sometimes, especially when they talking that reckless shit. You hear me? So what I asked the men was, do black men that date outside their race harbor self-hatred or disdain for their black mothers? That was the question that I asked the men. So y'all have to watch the show and hear what they said, right? Because I don't remember exactly what they said, but I hear a lot of people that say that he must not like his black mother because he's with another race.
So I can speak on it because I have a son who was married to a white woman.
Okay.
And my thought process is this. I'm so, you know what I'm saying? I'm real, you know what I'm saying, aggressive. I was always on my kids, you like that, right? So I think it might have been too much. It might have been too much. I wasn't warm and fuzzy enough. Now my son, I know he loved me. He loved the hell out of me. And I can see characteristics of myself in his wife. He just probably ain't want all that growl. What?
Yeah, but why they keep saying that they don't do the growl? Yes, they do though. What is
not all of them,
but not all of them.
Just like it's not all of us to do a growl.
My daughter, I call her, she's my daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law is very mild. She's very timid. She's very,
it's good.
Like she
don't
get me wrong. She got a little. She got a little spice in her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She could go there.
She could look, but her to the core, she is very.
Before I say this, I gotta put on my disclaimer. Okay. What she do is she like a lot of dick in that ass. Like, now let me be quiet. Ooh, I'm just playing, but let me.
I think that should have came after the
Okay, let me put the disclaimer up real quick.
She be saying she right, and she got Sam in there rolling.
Okay, all right, so disclaimer: everyone on the panel is expressing their opinion, and their opinion is strictly their opinion.
Yeah.
It does not have anything to do with the brand, nor does it reflect on the brand's integrity.
Why is something saying that?
We're back. All right. So, I think like what you were saying, but I do think I see a lot of posts of black men saying, what's up with the soft girl era? Why is all the women aggressive and this way and that way? And I'm so sick of hearing that.
But you gotta think, we have to be. We have to be.
We didn't have no fucking choice.
We have to be.
That gets on my nerves too.
Y'all keep blaming us for the way that we are, but where the fuck was your punk ass daddy helping us raise y'all?
Okay.
Blame them for us having to be the mama and the motherfucking daddy.
Come on, dog.
Shit, how the fuck is we supposed to know how to be soft?
But look,
When the hell did we get? I
not our fault because we have to be. Now, if we was out here being soft, then y'all be like, you let dude just do whatever he want to do to you. That's your fault that you taking that. Nah.
So which one is it?
It's all our
Pick a
fault.
struggle.
The way they
struggle.
put it, it's our fault if we too solid. It's our fault if we too hard. It's our fault if we too much in the middle. It's our fault.
So do that go back to the men having a problem with their mothers?
No, I don't think
a lot of things. Though.
I don't think it's the problem. The ones that they show on social media, because you can't choose who you love. That's first off. Whether you purple, black, white, whatever, you can't choose who you love. However, the ones that talk about Black women to justify why they went this way, whether they with a white woman, a Hispanic woman, whatever, Indian woman, that's when you say you got self-hate, not just because your mother, you got self-hate of your own color. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it.
I think it's they. So I'm sorry. I just think they lazy.
Can I ask you a question, Elle? Like because you said as far as your son go, what type of environment did he go to? Did he go to a school where it was predominantly
He went to Walnut.
And it was white kids?
He went to Walnut.
He went to Walnut. So
he was a rainbow coil. He a rainbow coil. You know what I'm saying? He had all nationalities, were his friends. Like my son, my youngest son, he has a plethora of different ethnic friends.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just like, and none of my kids are really for real like super hood. Mm-hmm, and they
were exposed
to everything. They have a diverse background.
So my son's father has a theory because he grew up the first part of his life, he grew up, in the inner city of Chicago. And then once his father's business got,
together,
blew up, they moved to the really nice suburb. And his younger brother was around, the school that they went to was predominantly Caucasian. So his younger brother is really into Caucasian women. Mm-hmm. And my son's father is not. And my son he's dated a few different, he's dated Asian women, white women, he's had black women, so he's dated different types. So I think sometimes the
it's your environment
doesn't necessarily come from a hatred of one race or other. It comes from the environment that you're in and what you see,
what's available,
available, what you come attracted to. Because I also have that conversation with my son too. I asked him, like, do you just hate me? My son is 15 years old. Did I do something to you? So where you just don't like black women? Because all I see you with, like, you keep but he's had a Spanish girlfriend. He said, all types. He
don't discriminate.
No, honey, he don't. But I had that thought because that was something that I thought too. Right. His daddy was like, it's just the school he went to. He went to a bilingual school to where there were first generation Hispanic children, white children, black children. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of mix in there. So he has been exposed to, and I wanted him to be exposed to diversity because I think it's very important. So I don't necessarily know if it's a hatred, but maybe just the environment they grew up in.
Right. I think it becomes a hatred when you have some of our men that talk down about us.
That's nasty.
They put us all in one category as if we're not. We all are, this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't even know what that is, but anything. But anyway, that thing, or she's always our priorities. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They just talk about us so bad, and you see those videos on social media. I think those are the individuals that have a particular hatred.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It might not even, you know what I'm saying? It might not be with their mothers. It might just be. It could be their grandmother. It could be the female figure in their life.
These men have mommy,
and it might not even be the female figure.
Yes, exactly.
It's just the color. Yeah. They hate to be black. They want to be at that table. Yeah. It don't necessarily have to be the woman in their life. It can be because I'm black, I really want to be white. And not necessarily that they really want to be white. They really want to be at that table.
Mm-hmm. They don't get them there.
Right. And so if I be with this white chick, I'm gonna get there at that table, which they not realizing you're gonna be dogged out at that table. You're gonna be talked about in your face
was one of the
at that table.
too, I heard about
you
it.
know, where you're gonna be talked about so bad that you're gonna be like, is they talking about me or is they making a joke?
It's gonna be a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
But then I also do think that back to like if it's their mothers, I think sometimes what it is that when they have grown up in a certain environment, they've watched the grandmother, the aunties, the cousins.
Mm-hmm.
They if they were say like in the more diverse schooling and they grew up around those other people too, they got to see how those young ladies performed and how the different women spoke and how they pick out, I think, the characteristics and the traits that they don't like at home or from whatever, and then they decide that I don't want that.
Right.
So I prefer to do this like this. Some of them are woke, more woke than what others have been. So I feel like a lot of people are procreating in the same environment that they came from.
Right.
So it was hostile in, it's going to be hostile
exactly
again, and then it's going to be hostile again.
Right.
Only the strong survive, and then they choose to do something different. So whether it has a color to it, it doesn't matter for some, but now the hatred portion of it, when they're just putting a black woman down, I'd be like, they gay.
That could, but seriously though, but that's a thing. Like it is a such thing as, and I think I said this in the group. I think it's a lot of men out here that just don't like women.
Yes.
We know it's a video that you sent.
Yeah, but they just don't like women. We serve a purpose for them, whether it be sexual, whether it be a nurturing aspect or something like that. But we serve a purpose for them. And other than that purpose, they would much rather be with their friends, with their, you know what I'm saying, with their cousins, you know what I'm saying, with other men, you know, more so than be with women.
With their girl every day, or kicking it with their girl, or whatever. They rather hang with their boys.
They won't ever admit that because they think that because I said you don't like women, that I'm saying that you're homosexual or that you're gay. No, you just don't like us.
Right.
You only like us when y'all want to put y'all dick in us.
That's right. Because they say we're too emotional.
And when they want to get money from us.
Oh, you said money because a lot of them borrow money.
Right. When they want to do the do
and
get money
from the group too.
Here you go. What's in that cup?
Just know. Oh, I ain't buzzing or nothing. I just sipped like 3 drinks. This is my first drinking in some wine, and it's been 3 sips. Trust me, it ain't nothing going on with that
all
yet.
natural.
Not yet. But wait a minute. Let me do this real quick.
This is the natural high.
You know the kicker part about that question that you asked is another part of it too. Is when those other race get with a black man and they try to portray a black woman with the so thought of a black woman to them. And I'm like, baby, black women don't act like that, you know. But they try to act like the hoodest of hood black women, and even the hoodest of hood black women don't act like that.
They don't.
So
but some of them do.
Yeah, some of them do.
But I think they getting it from
TV.
I don't know where they getting it from. I just think something wrong
TV.
with them.
Right.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
Now they have the internet.
Right.
It's showing all this stuff and life on the other side of the camera, and some of it is a lie.
Right. They show all the bull.
Like, we didn't have that back then either. So all they saw was, or all we saw was, until we ventured out and went more down the street and around the corner.
So I'm gonna put this picture up real quick. Just read what it says. What y'all think about that? Hold on. You know it's slow as hell on YouTube.
What the heck? What does that say?
It says
36 and she is 19.
Wow.
It say he is 36 and she is 19. I just want to get y'all thoughts about that. Do you think that is too, like, it's people older than that messing with 19-year-olds? I'm just saying, I just want to get.
Me and my coworker just had a conversation
about this.
I asked her, "How your daughter doing?" And she the smallest, little petite, cutest little thing, and she was like, girl, my baby. She was like, she's 20 now. She was like, well, she just told me she's about to move out of town with her boyfriend and his mother. And I was like, okay.
And his mother.
So I'm like, well, how she grown? Okay.
Yeah.
She could do that. She was like, girl, he 30. I was like, and he live with his mama. Like, I was like, oh,
He gonna start beating on her as soon as she get out there.
He getting her away from her.
Yeah, from her family.
Her support system.
Her support system, her familiar.
But then I was like, she was like, girl. Because we be like, what's the connection? You know,
right.
The age difference, the this and I said, but then.
But it's 10 years. I mean.
But then I said, well, you be having to think about how long she been running around doing what she been doing.
Right.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Now, some people look at a younger person and they like them because I guess that's why they be molesters and they be messing with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're not even on the same level.
But for real, if he only 30, he actually 16. She
Honestly,
older than him.
I'm going on what I did.
Actually,
I like none but older men.
I do too.
I didn't like younger men. Even in high school, I was messing with college guys.
Yeah.
You know, I was messing around. I was a junior messing around with a grown man that had his own apartment, working for the Inquirer. I mean, I ain't played them games, but my mother raised me where I wasn't green. I don't see this generation, and maybe because I'm looking at social media, but I just don't see these generations like my mindset was. So it makes me worry about them like getting with an older man. But I love older men.
I something about somebody that can teach you something.
Your husband older than you?
He's 5 years older than me.
That ain't nothing.
I mean, no, it's not nothing. But I mean, I mess with someone.
Never messed with nobody that was younger than me.
I never messed around with younger men.
Never
you know. And first of all, I ain't catching no bus.
That part.
Honey,
we ain't catching the bus together.
When I was young, I liked older men, but when I got older, I wouldn't.
You start liking younger.
She wants that young whippersnapper.
You want that whippersnapper?
I had one.
It was raggedy.
Ooh.
It was raggedy.
My friend kept young. I swear, you ain't just had one. I thought you had about 5 young boys.
Dang, she put all your business in.
Right.
Because I fucked with the same one for 5 years.
Okay,
But
that's
it
what
was
it
just
was.
like he was a kid.
Right.
That's why I said the dude that's 30. The
And
dude
it
that's
was like,
30
I used to
live.
have to be like, listen
He's
here.
16.
You know, the young lady I know that dated the older guy, you know, it's like it was a huge age difference, and I wasn't feeling it at all. And I already knew, because I'm like, it's only got to be one reason why you ain't let me meet this person, because they must be older than you. But then when I met the individual, you know, his mentality and his behavior, he wasn't even like mature, because like me and this individual, we virtually the same age. I'm older by like a year and a half, and I promise you, you know, he acts like he on her age level. You know, he's still stuck in that bubble.
That's what I said.
That's what I was saying. That goes back to what you were saying, Hosh, because you know that's what they do.
Yeah.
Like you I don't agree with it.
Grew up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a lot of them like that.
So they match.
He's stuck in that era.
Right.
You know
It's
what I'm
obvious
saying?
he ain't grew up. He lived with his mama. He's a mama's boy.
But,
He's a mama's boy. He living with his mama. He can't do nothing
Maybe his
without his
mama
mama.
live with him.
His mama, no.
Girl,
his
shut up.
mama got a job or something going on, and he gotta move with her, because if he don't, he gonna be homeless, and he bringing her with him. You get what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
understand it though, like, because I can't fathom, like, with me being 50 years old, I can't fathom being with somebody that's like the same age as the children that I have. It just don't even make sense to me, because and now I'm not saying it. I don't know. It just gives off pedophilia to me. And on my side, that if I'm 50 years old and I'm laying with my son's friend, or you know, with an age like that, that seems disgusting to me. And like, you know, I think about like some of the older men that I know that like mess with these young ladies that they watched grow up. Like they grew up with your daughter, but now they lay in your bed, and you don't find nothing wrong with that, because my thing is always
They was waiting.
Yeah,
they
you know
were
what I'm
waiting.
saying? It's like you've been watching.
I'm waiting for her to get right.
Like, yeah, to me it's a little sickening.
Yeah, it's
Your grandkids look like you.
All of them got toxic
I swear
face.
to God, they look like
You done gave them all your face.
Got toxic face.
That's what everybody say.
And do they? Because they look dead on
I
you.
would
When I
just
was looking
say,
at
like,
videos, I was weak.
Young people, for me, like, and this is gonna sound so crazy. I've had a few younger interactions.
How young?
I love younger interactions.
I don't want to talk about it.
They were legal.
They were, yes, beyond legal. They lied to me at the beginning, and then later on, I found that it was crazy. Like, you're how fucking old? Well, we're here now, so fuck it.
Right.
But you know what? This is gonna sound so fucked up.
This day to day, y'all.
It's gonna sound so fucked up. But I truly, okay.
Just say it.
Because I feel like
Spit it out.
younger people love different because they haven't been through the heartbreak and things.
They're not
so
foreign.
it's easier. And I'm a child like hopeless, romantic, loving type of person. So when I meet somebody and I like them, I'm in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like that after all of this. But a lot of people my age are not. They're very guarded and hard up and
rigid,
playing games and testing and let me do this to see if you do that. And it drives me crazy. I don't operate in that atmosphere.
Right.
So dealing with people, which is not something I do. Like my man now is my age.
Right.
But I have found being in those relationships was a lot easier and more, that puppy happy love than it is dating people my age. Like it just they love a little different and hard.
So I think like for the 10-year age gap, maybe not so much. That's not but it has to
be a baby. She's 30, he's 20. He's way younger minded than her.
But if you're an older person and you're with a younger, let's say you're an older man, you're with a younger woman. If you're not gaming her up, if you're not helping her, elevate. You know what I'm saying, elevate. If you're not saying, baby girl, look, we gonna get your credit.
In both ways. In both ways. If you're the older person in a relationship, I do feel like you got a certain responsibility for that younger person.
If you're not doing that,
it's pointless because what's the point? Like, don't get me wrong, like you don't want to mommy them, but at the same time, I do feel like that they love different and they love hard and they haven't been heartbroken. So you definitely got to take heed to that and kind of handle it a little bit more gently. Like, and if you're dealing with somebody younger, you're gonna have to, like you said, he like a kid. You got to tell him everything. Right. You're gonna have to tell him everything.
But on the flip side, when you have someone who is going after younger people because they are more green, more inexperienced,
or going after them for their caretaker,
right?
It's like
easily manipulated.
It's a
you know what I'm saying?
You can mold it.
Yeah, now you a predator.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
As far as 19 to 36, that's what 17 years.
That goes to this comment. Somebody said if you someone that is 36 and they say if someone is 36, they should not be with a 19-year-old.
No, they shouldn't.
No. That's no bigger baby.
Because like for me, when my kids, I'm like 2-year age.
That's worldwide.
Would be like the because when my daughter was 16 and I found out that her boyfriend was 18, I really felt some way about that. Like, because at the end of the day, to me, he technically grown and then he can be, prosecuted with the state and things of that nature. But then I'm like 17, 18, that's really just a 2 years age, if you know what I'm saying. So I had to look at the individual who it was. But I don't know. But when you get over maybe 5 years or more, to me, you gotta clock the whole situation. To me, 5 and older, 5 year difference and older. That's some of that. I don't know. It's just
I feel you. I agree.
My best friend, no, I like young niggas. You
like them YNs, huh? You like them YNs.
Listen, look, now I want to be perfectly clear. Like my man now, like it's no turning back. He's not going nowhere. Right. I'm not going nowhere either, ever. I told the nigga if he try to leave, he ain't gonna leave the way he came.
That's right. With an arm or leg on.
I'm keeping something for the experience, nigga. I'm taking a souvenir.
Right.
But before, like, I think at one time when me and her was going through something, she might have been going through. I said, girl, just go get you a little young thing. We gonna take you out. You gonna have a ball.
No.
You gonna be happy, have fun, girl. She wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't do it.
Send them my way. Shit, I'm all for a good time.
Because if I had my way,
Let's ride
my
around,
man
drink,
would be,
talk
if
some
I
shit,
could get my
bring
ideal
some
man,
friends.
he would be 75 to 80 years old. He
Damn.
would have damn near 1 foot, because I'm cool, because he don't need nothing.
She said
I just gotta
in the
One
grave.
foot in the
I gotta
grave.
be cute. I gotta be like, all I gotta do is open it up and show it to him, put my little shit. I ain't got to really work for nothing. And we
Right.
can live our best
She
life.
said, just let me touch it. And he's
Yes,
like,
you know, he can wipe that. Girl, he can rub up.
I was gonna say, they got that Viagra
They got
now.
that
Oh,
sugar
no,
Viagra
no,
now.
But no, like, give me a nice old man.
They ain't the
that
same.
She gonna be
They got honey now. I know how to make neck bones and potatoes, baby. You know, I know how to get him to get to the spot so he can, he can go ahead and climax and go to sleep, and then I'm living my best life. You know, shit.
You gonna put in a sling
I'm gonna put his ass to sleep.
count you Anna Nicole.
I don't care. I don't. Yeah, old silver fox. I want a silver fox. Okay. Do you see the silver fox in St. Louis? Girl, shit.
I'll take that 75.
Girl,
But wait, can I say a comment? Skinny. Skinny said they want to run. Skinny said she didn't get her heart broke until she was 40.
Wow.
But she said that the guy wants to run the young girls, the older guys.
Yes,
Right.
you do.
And a lot of them
Control.
do, because if you got a woman that got her shit already going on, all that, they don't want that. I know a lot of men. My brother,
Because it's
one
too
of
much
them. I'm
responsibility.
gonna put him out there.
Yes.
I'm gonna put him out there. My brother is one of them. He don't want no woman older in her 30s. He's 52, but he don't want no woman in her 30s. She has to be younger than 30. Even if she's 19 or whatever, that's who he want. He don't want nobody older than 30 years old. And it's only because
She got low mileage.
he's 52 and he's
That's
30
what they feel.
mentally.
Right.
So
But
that's
then he don't want that
wants to
responsibility
control-
either.
Yeah, he don't want that
don't.
responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want a grown woman.
No, because
You
a
know
grown
why?
woman,
Because
she
ain't ready for a grown
she
woman.
got-
Because he's not a grown
yeah,
man.
she got
just yet.
standards.
I'm
And she
sorry,
got
bro. I love you though.
she got
Just
a
read
situation
her
where it
brother
coming down.
on the podcast. She was reading. And,
I'm gonna read whoever.
but
That's our
yeah,
loved one.
they
Oh, Gino said y'all silly. Okay,
You know what I'm gonna just say this because it just came to my head and it's kind of fucked up and crazy. Sometimes I think me, and this might be totally, because Tasha says I live in my own world, so this might be a thought from that place.
I be weak at that.
best friend
This might be
does.
a thought from
She
that
does.
place. I think a lot of older men who like younger women probably have little dicks and like girls who ain't been fucked a lot, so they could.
That ain't
type
true.
pussy.
low mileage.
But that ain't true.
That's their
That
thought
ain't true.
process, though.
That ain't true.
But that's their mind process.
Right. But
Yeah.
I know it ain't. I know for a fact it ain't true for everybody, but some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
some
some.
for
It's
sure.
I know it's some,
Majority of them looking for a caretaker.
it's some young
Let's
girls
be-
out here
Let's
that's,
be
that's,
real.
that's got my body count times 4.
I know.
Right. But let's be real.
I'm about to
What-
be.
It's
Don't worry
these
about that.
these older men are looking for a caretaker because they family don't fuck with them. They probably divorced or girl been dating all their life, so they looking for someone to take care of them because they already know that when they get in the
I'm
nursing home, ain't
pasting the
nobody
link
gonna
in
be
case y'all
fucking
want
with
to
them.
link in.
So
Y'all can link in. I can have like 10 people linking in from around the world. So I sent in a link. So if y'all got something to say, link in. Just don't be all on the camera fucked up. Hair fucked up and
Hey,
your
bruh.
teeth fucked up and all that. I'm gonna
Take
hang
the
up on you.
fucking bonnet off.
Yeah, take your bonnet off.
Put your avatar up there.
Just
dude.
get real cute, real quick. Get on the camera.
I had to. God damn it.
Tamar said in some cases age is nothing but a number, and in some cases it matters because they can be pedos, predators, and not mentally mature enough. Not to mention across the world they marry off girls 9 and up to old rich man. So it's more variables when it comes to this situation. And you know what? It's so funny, Tamar, that you mentioned that because it was just another Facebook post that I just saw of a young I don't know what nationality was, but she was a young girl. Looked like she was about 9 years old, and she's a bride of a grandfather. And I meant to send that.
And that
to
was
our
so sad.
group.
No, I seen that.
Yeah, and
she was fighting on.
Yeah, like that, and they still are doing that, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
the family have to sell their daughters and shit.
Like that's crazy. Like that's still.
Yeah,
and that's but
selling these little girls, 8, 9, and 10 years old, to these for like a cow or something.
And then that's a taboo, though. Like they make it, and then over there, wherever
They
these people, these places are, it's the norm for them.
Right.
And then you come in America, you got us, and then they try to make it. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible.
That's why that's why they try to justify pedophilia. Pedophilia.
Yeah, they try to make that normal.
You know what I'm saying? We're the only country that operate like that, like with that pedophilia thing. There's other countries, like Thailand.
Yeah, they
still work on that.
They really had some laws that was out there that they was trying to pass. And I'm just because I'm
they are
to the LGBTQ plus. I'm an ally, and I'm gonna put this disclaimer that this is only my personal opinion. A lot of those laws that come out underneath the LGBT, it has not. They're even against it, but it's just that they're trying to loop it underneath there because they're not with that either. Exactly, and
so we need to get into our topic.
It was like they are really trying to make
they're trying to add that P to that LGBTQ plus.
Right.
Yeah, they want to put that P in there.
Skinny, real quick, then we get into the topic. Skinny said on some real shit, a lot of young girls, a lot of young guys for their shit to got their shit together, and some older women is messed up. That's true. And it's some younger women that's petties. Is what she's saying. They is petties. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they most. I know what you meant, Skinny. They pedophiles. But okay,
so it work both ways.
Yeah. Right. Before we get into the topic, okay. Before we get into the topic, let me show a video and let me play this video real quick. I want to hear y'all opinions on the video, okay? Oh shit, I be forgetting what I gotta do sometimes. Hold on. Oh, never mind. There we go. And I ain't played it yet. I'm about to play it in a minute. I had to take that one off and put this one on real quick. All right, so here we go.
A lot of Black women are not raising their daughters to be wives. I think that
it was not controversial at all.
I think that
it's the truth.
A lot of single moms are not raising their daughters to be wives. They're raising their daughters to be alone. So on top of us trying to say just Black men have commitment issues, the women that they may or may not be trying to commit to feel like they don't need a man because they didn't grow up seeing one, and they grew up hearing that you're supposed to be independent, you're supposed to do everything by yourself. So when you got independent women and men who don't want to commit, you're not going to have no marriages coming out of that.
I don't even think it's a thing of men don't want to commit. What are we committing to? And you don't know how to treat me in this thing. Why am I committing to you when you're not going to treat me the way I should be treated? Because nobody taught you. But everybody look at being like, oh, how they deal with their mama, that'll show you how they deal with you. Where y'all daddies at to see how y'all interact with y'all daddy? To show how you would treat
Why did
me.
daddy leave?
But who taught the men how to be husbands?
Hold on, let Maya get in here because she's making all type of facial expressions.
I've been agreeing up to that one statement. Who taught the men how to be a husband?
When you said,
I think that a lot of Black women are not raised.
Damn it!
But right.
We heard she said who taught the men when he said
women. We agree. Black women have grown up to be independent and strong and things of that nature. And it's not that we are brought up that way. It's just that situations have become more prevalent in our community where the relationships don't work out. The men don't stay.
I was just about to
they don't fight for the commitment with the woman. Now, and everybody's case is different. Sometimes you're saying, I know some of us women, we can be difficult. We can be difficult. You know what I'm saying? And some of us women do things that make you not want to be with us, and vice versa.
Right.
But my whole thing is that men don't know how to be husbands. Our Black men don't know how to be husbands because your daddy wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So all you did see was your mama. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are raised like that. They're not raised with their fathers in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And then women Or see their mother just doing it all by themselves.
And
so if my mama can do that, I can do that too.
Right.
We don't have a whole bunch of examples of happy couples, happy married couples, successful married couples. You know what I'm saying? And it's all by design. It's not like we wanted this shit. It's like it's all by design.
You know, dude sounded sweet. Number one,
he is.
I ain't trying to be funny, but he wouldn't know anyway because he want what he want. You know, I know what you meant. He want what he want. He sounded sweet as hell. I said the same thing. And to me, at the end of the day, we are raised up to be the way we are because it's these sucker ass, lame ass men out here that don't want to take care of their seeds. They are weak. They're weak as fuck. All of them. Period. Y'all can take it how you want to. You're weak as fuck. You don't want to take care of your seed. You leaving your household. And if you can't fuck with the woman, you're not going to fuck with your kid. So people, this is the weakness that we've been dealing with as black women for years when it comes to the black men. So stop it with all that scenario shit about black women being too tough and too this and too that. Fuck
Generational
y'all.
curses.
Fuck y'all. Because who gives a fuck? Because y'all wasn't around. So at the end of the day, if you was around to show me how the fuck I'm supposed to be treated, then maybe I wouldn't act the way the fuck I act. Get out of here with that sucker shit.
So
get out of here.
So I'm gonna say, so men, they vacate, they leave. Like you said, they leave they leave women to be single parents, but they saw their mama be a single mother. So if my mama can raise kids by herself, you can raise them kids by yourself too. You know what I'm saying? They continuing on the generational curses. Yes, they not trying to break no generational curses. They not like, look, all right, I know that we not working, but I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna help you raise this child. I'm gonna be present. I'm gonna be in this child's life. We gonna co-parent. You know what I'm saying? That rarely happens. You
I'm
know
on the show. What's up, mama? You know I gotta answer your phone. What's up?
You know, like,
hey, mama, Tamar.
For me, speaking from experience, I advocate for marriage. I'm a big person that just advocates for marriage. I think marriage is beautiful. I think that every marriage has its ups and downs. I think marriage is work, and marriage is not easy. Love is not easy. Love is hard. Even though love is beautiful, it's hard and it takes work and dedication. And I truly believe that I'm going to be married again. And my daughter said to me the other day, like, she don't want to be married because she didn't have any examples to go off of because me and my ex-husband are no longer together. And I told her, but don't let that be the reason. I said, because we had our story. Our story is not your story. Right. And that's what I try. And that's what I don't believe in opening the words like try. That's what I teach and show them that marriage is real and it's institutional. And if that's what you want, then you make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that nobody out here want to be married anymore. We're just not being married anymore. We're just not focused on that because of all the, like you said, like all this, roundabout table, backhanded conversation we keep having about women are this and men are that. But at the end of the day, it's about what you want to do as that man or your woman. Like my best friend said, honestly, YouTube will teach you anything. Like if you really want to know some things, or you just got to be willing to have that tough conversation, ask questions,
or if you want to change your life.
Because
man, too weak to be getting married.
My father was he was not a role model. My mother was married. My stepfather was not a role model. My mother was with my sister's father for a long period of my life. They were okay. But I knew what I wanted for me. And so I would just take those bits and pieces like, well, this is good, but let me figure out what I need to do to make my marriage just didn't work because of other underlying factors. You know what I'm saying? That had nothing to do with our upbringing per se. It was just the fact that it just wasn't compatible. But I think that marriage is something that people, if that's what you want, you should strive for it. You should look to do and take the necessary steps to make that work.
So would y'all say people are more in love with the wedding more than a marriage?
I think they are.
And I really honestly think they are. I'm gonna be honest.
They are more in love with the wedding than the marriage because the marriage is work.
$60,000,
right?
$100,000 for a wedding,
right? It's no need.
A quarter of a meal.
They want that glitter, that fun, but they don't want that work because when everything is said and done, you got to pull up them bootstraps because y'all not the same people. Man. Y'all got two different personalities, two different teachings, and y'all trying to be one.
Yeah.
So, and then a lot of people don't understand that it is a willingness. You got to be willing to work at it.
Right.
If you're not willing to work at your marriage, you ain't gonna have one.
Exactly.
Right. You always gotta be the bigger person.
Yeah. And he said, me personally don't want to be married. A man has to really be ready because this shit is tainted. And they do gotta be ready. Women need to quit getting on their knees begging these suckers.
But it ain't
marry them.
But it ain't just the men have to be ready. Women have to be ready too, because there's a lot of women. I got what you're saying, but a lot of women, they're just happy with that marriage. They're not happy with making that work. So it's not just the men, you know, and we all need to get off of this woman is this, these women is this man is this.
That's why I come back at
we got to understand that all of us is messed up some type of way.
Everybody, nobody's
and
perfect.
You have to be willing to, if you need to get therapy, if you don't want to get therapy, it's YouTube. We are in a generation of social media. Self-help. You can help yourself if you don't got the money to go and get an actual therapist.
You can get mental health online now, you know, for free. But
you got to be willing.
People got to know what they want. People think they know what they want, and they really don't know what you want. Like, you really got to sit down and you got to deep dive into who you are, because that's just like, for me, when I don't like being single. I get lonely and things of that nature. But then I think about it too, like, do I really want to be in a relationship? Because then if I get in a relationship, now I got to go back to, doing this, that, and the third. So, you really got to
considering someone else's.
Yeah, you right. So you have to know what you want first. You got to do.
You before you make moves, you gotta think outside the box. You was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but wait a minute. If I do this, how is he going to feel, or how is she going to feel? Before you even do anything, you got to consider that other person.
Listen to what
you can't just make moves, especially when you're in a marriage or in a serious relationship. You can't make moves when you got somebody else there.
You out here in the marriage and you get mad.
Y'all got to make them together,
like now you in a marriage and you mad. Now you go out and move like you single. Like, man, that's for the birds.
You can't do
that soft stuff that that's them soft, individuals, male and female, because everybody guilty of it.
Yeah, you could call in, but wait, let's say this. You can link in too. It say this Jay. I love you, Jay. She said this era of men is too soft for me. So marriage is probably out of the question within this modern world we living in. Oh man,
right?
Yeah, they soft. They putting their fingers out to get the ring.
That's the reason.
Instead of stopping the woman from being on her knees as a man and telling her, baby, I don't care if it's on the internet or not.
Like this.
Right. I don't care if it's on the internet. What I'm saying, I don't care if it's on the internet or not. Right? He should not be accepting that. He should make the world and for this. Hold on, let me finish. He should let her get off her knees and be a man about it.
Lift her up.
I'm sorry, I forgot that. He should get off. I'm sorry, friend. He should get his woman off her knees and say, baby, I'm sorry I'm not trying to embarrass you or nothing, but let me do that. Like, I'm gonna need you to get up off your knees. Like, you can't ask me to do that right now because I'm not right now ready to do that with you.
Right.
But they it's like they are
right.
They immediately put their finger out and take the ring.
And if you need an example of that, all you really need to do is Google Brooke Valentine and Marcus Black proposal, because she did that, and that's what he did. He got up. I guess somebody had told him that she was gonna do it.
Oh, he made her get up?
He made her get up and got on his knee and proposed to her instead.
Oh, I gotta see that. I wish I seen that.
Cute.
Okay, send me that so I can see that. Cause I ain't never seen that, but I think that men
ain't it?
No. Brooke Valentine is the we about to throw them both.
Okay, yeah.
Men should never allow a woman. It's men nowadays feel like it's okay for a woman to ask them to marry them.
That's sassy.
No, that is.
You know what's so crazy though?
And that's the reason why I like
on
other
another
men.
like in line to this. there's some women who like, you know, they talk about, you know, our race, for lack of better words, and then they push us and advocate, you know, to marry outside your race. Then that's where that comes into play too. And I know there's a lot of that, like they, you know, because it's like I'm never gonna give up on the black men. I'm just never. And I didn't comment on the other topic earlier because I personally just was raised where we just didn't believe in interracial dating. Right. So I really have mixed emotions about it. But it's like I would never do. I still wouldn't give up because I feel like there's hope for us. I feel like our race is. I don't think that we are broken, but I don't think that we are so far gone that we cannot come back.
That's so beautiful. I don't know if we. I'm not gonna even say that we broken. We were misguided.
Yeah.
Okay. We were not given.
I like that, misguided and grace. Misguided and grace.
Hey, what's up, Courtney Bishop? What's going on?
I feel like everything, like you were saying, like PTSD is.
Let me get some post-traumatic slave disorder.
It's all
there you
from
go.
that, and we just really need to understand that we are both fucked up and that it was a plan.
Right.
We didn't get this way by
and it's still a plan.
Yeah, it was
it's
still
a plan.
And still is a plan.
Right.
And the plan is working out magnificently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if we don't fix it and change and alter it, it's going to continue for generations how it has.
We have to those individuals that keep talking that mess, they don't even realize what's going on. They don't even understand that it is a plan.
Right.
That it is a plan. So they fall for the banana in the tailpipe. They do exactly what it is that what the design was.
Where's Jay comment at? Oh, this your little sister?
Jay, yeah.
Oh, why the fuck I ain't met you, Jay? What's up with that? If you my cousin, like that shit is crazy. We gonna talk about that shit. Let's talk about everybody being cousins and don't know who the fuck their cousins is. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna read your comment because I love you. And I don't even know you, but I'm gonna read your comment, but I don't appreciate that shit. But okay, anyway, it say, yeah, that's too much for me. Men wanting a woman to get on her knees to propose is fruity to me. And I feel like it is too. And we asked the men, yeah, you my cousin for real, I love you. We asked the men if they felt like that was okay. And my husband said, ain't nothing wrong with it. Girl, I'm gonna smack this ass in the damn. Anyway, it's like men, Crystal said, men and women will stay and be unhappy due to time being together, knowing they're unhappy, so they stay and cheat.
Yeah, because they're comfortable.
Yeah, they're comfortable. Mm-hmm.
The situation is comfortable.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay here and deal with whatever I'm dealing with than to go out here and try to start over again. Or I don't want to have to, or the man, I don't want to have to go find my own living arrangements and, you know what I'm saying, and leave her because her benefits packages.
Let me drink this wine.
You know what? It's so crazy because I do truly believe into each his own. That's just my rule.
But
I'm just saying, like, but if I don't even know if I would want to witness any woman that I know, like, because my circle, first of all, is very small, and I know the women in my circle, and I can't even imagine like any woman that I know right now to this day really being that tight that's like, girl, I got him a ring and we gonna set this dinner and we gonna do it. Because I don't even know if I would want to be a part of that. Because it's like, then I'm like, now I'm being judgy though, because
and you know what's crazy?
Now I'm being a hypocrite.
I'm definitely gonna be like, hey, hold on, wait a minute.
What's your problem?
What is you doing?
Right. But
feel her forehead.
I'm gonna fuck the whole thing up. I would. Chill there. She like, I'll be mad as fuck.
She gonna make the
ring for this goddamn mouth.
My favorite word.
Okay, you want me to put this over there?
My favorite word for people: don't act like a stoop loop.
A
stoop loop.
I've never heard of that one.
Stupid and loopy.
Oh, okay.
Put it together. A stoop loop.
So Crystal said people stay in sad situations for convenience. 30% is unhappy. 70% unhappy. Also, people rush into marriage not knowing their person, and that's true. And that's why I feel that people get married more for the wedding more than the marriage because they want to show off in front of people.
Right.
Because why is getting? But wait. I know too many people that get married big ass weddings. Mm-hmm. When I say they pay dope, they get divorced.
Right.
And you know why? Because they dumbass paid for the fucking wedding to show off in front of every damn body. Mm-hmm. Pay for all that damn food, all that shit for the dresses, all that shit for their dress, just to show off. Just to let people see that they're getting married and they in love. But once they get out that wedding that night, I guarantee they look at their bank accounts unless they rich or something.
They wasn't in love to begin with. They wasn't in love to begin with.
At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Marriages do not need all of that. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't give a fuck who it is.
$250,000.
I don't give a fuck who it is. Nobody needs to pay that much money. Personally, because everybody you paying money for other people though.
Like for me personally, when I get married again, I know for a fact
y'all paying
that
money
my
for other people
is for. I know that it is. My marriage is for the masses because I'm definitely gonna walk down the aisle in my pearl dress after having 7 kids and 12, and I know what I'm doing it for. So I'm not mad at myself because I know exactly what it's for. It is for the masses, Connie, because we about to party because this is something I wanted to do and I want to celebrate, and that's just how I celebrate anyway. So it don't matter to me. But this one right here, girl, she want the carrots, the doves. What's that movie where they was hanging up?
The angels hanging from the
Yeah, my best friend is
the bad black woman.
Show everybody that y'all in love.
No, my best friend is a Disney princess character for real. I don't know what her name is.
Do y'all know in my life when I was about
the same
18, 19, I said, you know what? It's obvious that in the life that I live, because I'm from downtown, that there is not going to be a Prince Charming pulling up on a white horse to come and get me. So I guess he's going to pull up in a bubble caprice on 26s.
I'm crying,
so I've been looking for my man in a white caprice on 26s. I am a Disney motherfucking princess.
Honey, there you go. My best friend,
Taquanda.
My best friend sold such a princess. They used to peel her grapes before she ate them. She had a bowl, and they would peel.
I have mixed feelings about weddings. I understand that some people do it for because they want to show off. You know what I'm saying? However, my take on it is because I didn't have a big wedding. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, spend the money elsewhere.
Right.
But I do believe
that on a honeymoon.
I do believe that you should. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? To be amongst your loved ones.
Right. Yeah.
And to have your husband, your new husband, all googly over you and dancing
just for that night.
And being, you know what I'm saying, and touching and, you know what I'm saying, and just loving on one another publicly.
Yeah. I know men got married and the same night they went and got some pussy from somebody else. Facts.
Lord.
The same night. So that, and I know somebody that got married, got pussy in a motherfucking
marriage don't
in a motherfucking gambling spot in a car, and then posted they was getting married. She didn't even know, and he fucked her in the car. Couple got married the next day.
Yeah. I know real life people. I know real life people right now that's still married that they cheat on each other in the wedding.
That's what she said.
I know. But at the end of the day, for me. I mean, that ain't for me. That ain't my life. But if you do, I don't know nothing about it. I just know.
And those people shouldn't be married.
Right. But
those people shouldn't be married.
You know, I just hope that me and my husband are somewhere better than that because I have learned and I'm still learning and I'm growing every day. And I'm willing to have these conversations because at the end of the day, you know, that's what I'm inspired for. My 85-year-old husband to marry me. And I don't know who he's cheating on me with because I'm right there with the Jerry.
I think ultimately with me and this whole wedding thing, because me and him have talked about it, I'm 39 and he's 39 too. We both gonna be 40 next year. And it's like, it took us like 38 years to find each other. Yeah. And we done been through a lot of shit and different things with different people to find each other. So when we actually
Hey, yeah, we listen and don't judge on here. We don't judge.
Make the move to go and really connect and decide that we gonna do this for the rest of our lives together. Like, it's gonna be a motherfucking celebration that I found you.
Right.
A big one. If I'm gonna celebrate and do motherfucking fireworks for the United States becoming free from England for the next 100 years, it's gonna be some motherfucking fireworks that I find my partner set off to.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, so real quick, because Tamar is on the phone. I love me some Tamar.
Hey,
Tamar. So Crystal said,
I like Crystal. Why she ain't on the show?
I got a whole show for her by herself, baby. I got already.
Okay.
I'm doing a whole show with her by herself. I need her by herself.
Okay.
It's like, if a person do all that. She said, I hope the bank account matched the way. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You're right now, Crystal. You got a point, honey.
I'm a personal banker, so I am very.
She wants to know.
And she's my financial advisor.
And
so
don't fuck around. So it definitely will be.
Skinny. Her name is Skinny, and Crystal, she wants to know. Do we listen and not judge on here?
Absolutely.
Because if you knew what the shit we say,
girl,
I was just about to say.
You know how to be judging. You know how to be judging.
At least she judging your face. She judging your face.
Nobody. That's a goddamn lie.
Girl,
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I ain't judging nobody. Don't talking my
Oh
shit.
my God.
They a weak ass bitch.
I got ostracized for leaving money on my desk at my job for other people.
Let me talk. Hold on, Tamar. I do not fucking judge nobody. I talk my shit, and this is my opinion, like everybody else on the motherfucking panel. If that's the case, everybody judge it. I don't judge shit, so that's a damn lie.
Look.
And I holler at them when I get out of here. Fuck what y'all talking about,
See, we're
man.
gonna be judged.
Right.
We're gonna get judged. Let the reckoning begin.
What's up, Tamar? What's up, caller?
Donald Trump was.
Oh, no, Donald Trump was on fire.
I would say that relationships are something that's supposed to be very spiritual, and so is the intimacy and the sexuality. We've come to this mentality where we think that having to get married and the purpose of marriage is to have this big celebration, which is cool. But in many cases, the couples really don't even know each other. And we rush into marriages, and it's a process of getting married. And I think that we should see marriage counselors, because like the one sister was saying, we all have been traumatized, and we take our trauma into these relationships. That's why they don't last.
Mm-hmm.
You want to marry somebody that you really don't really know. You know his favorite color. Do you know what his favorite TV show is? Do you know what type of background this person came from? Do you know if this person been molested, raped, been abused, came from a parents of drug addicts? It is so many things that we leave out when it comes to coming into relationships and getting married. Just think, if it wasn't a such thing as ceremonies, and every person that you laid down with was your husband and your wife.
It is. That's the
So to me personally, it's a very sacred spiritual thing that I think we miss out on, and coming into these relationships with unhealed trauma.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's a process. You know, you might date a person, you might move in with them. Hell, that's a marriage right there.
Right.
That's the first marriage. The real marriage is really learning that person, building with that person, and being able to cohabit together as one. No, it's not going to be perfect, but if you and that person has chemistry, y'all have a strong connection, a strong foundation, then you get married. You don't get married and then ask questions later. You learn that shit before you get married, and we don't do that. That's why so much divorce, so many broken homes, so many children is fatherless, and then we as people, we point the finger at one another. When a man don't do this and a woman don't do that, we are all responsible for this high rising of divorce and separate families, and it looks like it's not going to stop because this upcoming generation of young men and young women, man, when I say lost, and I'm not saying all of them, but I mean lost.
It's a lot of them.
They be throwing that way. They be like, oh.
But that's all I want to say.
We love you. Yes.
I love y'all too.
I gotta do the clap for Tamar because that's my boo boo right there, boy. She be saying some shit. And
I love y'all. I
Skinny crazy.
Read this comment. But you
know
what? But before you clap on Tamar, the other thing, Tamar, like you said, we gotta know each other. But then, people still continue to change too, even when you marry.
Right.
We still gotta keep evolving and talking and whatnot. Because it's ever changing.
It's ever working.
Right. In conversations like this, we need to have these more often. But my thing is, we know all these problems. Where's the resolution for it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Ain't none.
We have to find something.
Ain't none.
It is.
It's somebody told me, like the only difference between marriages that with people who stay together and marriages with people who split up is the decision to wake up every day and remain committed.
Yeah.
So if y'all wake up every day
beautiful.
and decide to remain committed through whatever y'all go through that day, and tomorrow and the next day and the next day, then y'all gonna be committed. If not, when the person stops that commitment, then that's when it dwindles away.
Exactly.
So, period.
That's
close commitment because every couple has problems. Every couple's go through shit.
Okay, love you.
You gotta love and choose to commit to each other regardless. Through that.
I gotta read this
comment, please.
Man.
Read this comment. That's what he said.
Well,
I said skinny crazy.
Skinny crazy.
Ain't nobody judging.
Skinny crazy as hell. So she said, well, I was messing with this guy. He had a couple women. So boom, he was getting married and invited me to the wedding. So I didn't go to the wedding, but the motherfucking reception was live as fuck. Bruh.
Hey, we not
I love it because you're not gonna keep me out of a room where there's an open bar. I'm going.
Oh my God. And
So
I'm
you
going
going?
with her.
I'm going. That's my +1.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're gonna turn that motherfucker up. We're gonna have a toast.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So I've that's not really bad though, because there's been a guy who I had interactions with in the past.
Entanglements.
An entanglement. But that's not.
I fucking love that phrase.
But he was
a Jada.
But you know what I'm saying? But now that the entanglement ended, you know what I'm saying? He was cool. That's my homie. That's not, you know what I'm saying? You know, so before I got married, you know what I'm saying? And I cut off all my male friends, but that was my homie. So he would call me and I would give him advice about his relationships. And you know what I'm saying? I would meet the new girlfriend and shit. I'd be like, make sure you send me an invitation to the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking you no more. You know what I'm saying? But you still my, you know what I'm saying? You still my bro. I'm not disrespectful. I ain't, you know.
Yeah.
You should just act, you know, they probably feel the same way. I mean, my husband ain't going for that shit.
Right. No,
not at all.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we're childhood friends, so I know certain people on the panel from childhood.
He ain't going for that shit.
Crazy, deranged,
motherfucker.
Oh man, so I'm gonna say this, Skinny. Was y'all?
I'm not judging.
Was y'all effing?
I'm not
if y'all
judging.
Was effing, then I feel you shouldn't have went to the reception either, right? But I'm not judging. I'm just saying I just wouldn't have did any of it. But if y'all wasn't fucking or none, and you know he had the other women, and y'all was just cool. What?
Dominique looking at you like I'm going. It's an open bar.
I'm getting dressed up.
I'm gonna tell you honestly, I know how to remove feelings and
right. You can be tagged.
I know how to quickly because I've been known for ghosting. I guess I'm a ghoster. Whatever.
You a ghoster?
Yeah,
because call her Casper.
Yeah, there she goes again. So you'll never know with me because I just hey honey, like I think we talked about it before, honey. Chameleon.
Or is that a ghost when somebody
open bar and other niggas is crazy, bruh.
Crystal got the
Girl, I'm gonna be twerking on another nigga while he watching me. He gonna be salty because this act, baby.
I mean, he
a man. I guarantee it. I don't care how many times he done been married. This ass, he gonna be salty about.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
He gonna be salty about this one.
You got one? No, that's not
your best friend. Skinny.
She is my best friend.
I understand.
My best friend. No. My best friend is here. Okay. Best friend's here.
This one he gonna be salty.
How many you got?
Anyway. Okay, so I'm sick of
She
her.
stole it. She over here.
It say, I got it for you. Okay,
Get this
so
infinite.
I don't even like that one, but it was good tonight.
I know you don't.
So Crystal said, but see, y'all gotta understand my story. I was DV relationship and I was it fucked me up. Oh yeah, we do.
I totally understand it.
I've been there. We understand.
Because
we ain't judging you, Crystal.
We are not judging you.
Being in the DV, that'll give you a.
She said,
Hey.
Okay, so
ain't nobody mad at you, but I definitely
we certain things we cannot read because people don't get in their feelings, but we can read it.
Skinny said, why read that shit?
I ain't judging you. I love you, but you
I love you.
badass motherfucker.
I say it.
Girl,
Badass motherfucking
Skinny said, yeah, we was fucking, but I was single and all the niggas was in that bitch.
Come on,
I ain't mad at you, Skinny.
Come on with it.
Skinny, you dead. You dead wrong.
I love
We
it.
got somebody linking in. You dead wrong.
She living her best life. Living my life like it's golden.
I know that's right, and I'm golden.
That ain't cool.
She just get a fucking ball. Hey, Skinny crazy. I love Skinny.
Hold on. We got to follow. What you got to say? We got a mail on here on Women Wear.
We love them when they go down.
Get cut up. Too.
Is that the pimp from with the white outfit on that one time?
No, he was on here. He said he gotta have 5 times.
Okay, what's going on? Welcome.
What's going on, y'all? Peace to the queen.
Hi.
Man, look, y'all building so hard. I'm like, yo, they dropping so much knowledge, man. What a lot of us don't understand, we as men mature much older than you guys do.
What happened?
Huh? Your mic went out. Hold on. The mic went out.
Your mic went out.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me now?
I hear you.
Now we can't.
Yeah, you out again.
Where he driving at?
Pull over, simplify.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I love you, Kenny.
What I was saying, we as men mature when we're more older than you guys. I'm 57, my wife's 47. In a lot of instances, my wife is more mature than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what we need to understand is sometimes us as men, we will not be humble enough to sometimes follow you guys' lead.
Okay.
We'll fuck up everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen, brother.
Man, I'll take money and spend it so goddamn much. Why you be like, where's your money at? I'll be like, I need this. She'll be like, but she always got my back. And we as men, I mean, we cheat, we do all the dumb shit because we're not man enough to understand and love and respect what we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, the way y'all building, I'm like, y'all dropping knowledge. And I love that, man, because these young kids, they all fucked up.
Yeah. Right.
Everything is with this non-binary and all. I'm like, what the fuck is all this?
Right.
One of my daughters told me I'm non-binary, whatever. I'm like, what is that? I can love man or woman or myself. What the fuck?
Hey, bro, I'm crying.
This ain't no shit we do, man. This some bullshit. Because every fucking thing on TV, commercials, every goddamn thing.
Everything.
Got the same sex. I really don't care about that, but don't put that in our fucking kids' heads, though.
Right.
Nah, that's real. Is he from New York?
I'm confused on all of that shit.
They said, are you from New York?
I'm from Harlem.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard it. Shout out to Harlem.
Fact. And look, I met the Queen of Hosh, man, because somebody tagged me in her shit. I'm like, ooh, I gotta get on her show. I gotta get on her podcast. I don't do a lot of interviews. I don't do a lot of podcasts. But her shit, They shit real as a motherfucker.
Absolutely. Day to day.
I've been sitting in the truck for like 30 minutes. I ain't even going to the fucking house yet. I'm like, what the fuck?
We appreciate you.
Man, but I mean, I just love to see sisters building, man, and the gods building. I just like positivity, man, because this world is so fucked up now.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, but I got something I'm working on. I want to bring y'all out for a show. I'm actually in Alabama now, and I'm working on a black-owned cattle ranch.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And I want to do some shit. I want to do some shit where y'all can come out for like a weekend and do a seminar. I'm gonna have bunk houses and all that shit. Dude ranch, all that shit. Y'all can, bring the queens out, and do some building, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Awesome.
But the queen gonna have me on the podcast, I guess, sooner or later.
Yeah. I got you.
But y'all be blessed, man, and I love you sisters and love to see y'all building.
Okay.
Yeah,
We bless you.
Thank you.
I gotta clap for him.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I was thinking like that. He gotta get his ass in the house. But you know what's so crazy? He did touch on something too.
Yeah.
Because I don't even if it ties into marriage or not. It's like I was watching TV the other day myself, and it's like I brought it to my daughter's attention. Every commercial darn near that I saw,
Yes,
I was so dumb that I had commercials. But it's like they show a black man with a white woman, and white woman with a black man.
Right.
They show
Black
same
man
sex
with
couples.
a white man.
So
Black
they
man
and they
with
show
another-
same sex
another-
couples, and then they even show more same sex interracial couples. You never see commercials with a black couple. You don't see two. And that could be another one of the stigmas too. Like, because to me, like, I think everything is by design. We always talk about that too, but it's like everything is by design. Like it's so crazy that you never look at the bigger picture that is in your face, that black people, black couples cannot thrive together. And I think that that's just the most bogus.
But it's crazy because there are black couples that
Right.
thrive.
It is, and it's a
There
lie.
are
And it's a
plenty
lie.
of black couples
It's
that
a
are
lie.
thriving.
We just
I'm
don't.
one of them.
And they don't.
I'm a black
Yeah,
couple.
shout out. You give yourself a
I'm a
clap.
black couple.
Give yourself a
and we
clap.
are motherfucking.
And you don't
Everything.
see it. You don't
No.
see it.
Yes.
It's not publicized.
Me and my
They don't
husband,
want to.
everything.
They
Yeah,
don't
see.
want to publicize it.
No, they don't.
They don't want that to be something that people. I mean, just think. I mean, so you can think of things like celebrity couples.
Yeah.
Look at Method Man and his wife.
Right.
Look at Lorenz Tate and his wife.
Ice
You know what
Cube
I'm
and
saying?
his wife.
Ice Cube and his wife.
Your boy from Boys in the Hood. The dark skinned guy.
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut and his wife.
Samuel L.
Method
Jackson
Man.
and his wife.
Samuel Jackson.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
and these are couples that have been together for
Forever.
decades.
They've
For
been together
decades.
for 30 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we live in an era now where everything is publicized.
Mhm.
Everything is out in the open. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way to get these relationships not to
But
work
you know
because
what?
you're always everything's already out there. You can leave people into your business.
But the couples that we just named too is couples that you really don't see publicized at all.
Right.
Like they are
That's
so.
how they stay together.
Because I think I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me, Father God. Is it LeBron James who's
Yeah.
married to? Yeah, because I don't know.
His high school
Yeah,
sweet
but it's like but you don't see them, and they don't even come out in the public life because I believe just from my experience, like
Barack and Michelle.
with I think the most I've heard about Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson was when Chris Rock got slapped, like, and how they stood up as real men and went to Will Smith in the background, that and they talked to him because they just don't. They business is so close net. So you're right. You only see what they want you to see. And I don't know how they got that, on lockdown, but I respect it. I respect it at all costs.
They don't show, to me, they don't show them because they ain't doing nothing negative.
Right.
They're
They
doing
will
nothing.
only show it if it was negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because really, to be honest with y'all, talking on negativity, this protesting now, the reason why it's whites out there protesting, right? But the reason why they ain't talking about it is because it's not negative. You don't got the guns coming out. You don't got the dogs coming out.
They will only
So-
do that if it was us, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's actually people, we don't know that they're protesting, but they're actually protesting what's going on now.
Show that,
but they're not showing it. Because
it's by design.
Exactly.
What they want us to.
So that's what our young folks need to understand is everything is by design, and you're not going to see your people together because it's not made for you to see us together. But it is a lot of us that is together. You know, just like they say that, you know, Black women, last Wednesday we was talking about how Black women don't get married until they close to their 40s. That's not true.
Yeah.
You know, but because it's in black and white, people think that that's true. You know, so hey.
Yeah, they don't show the things that they show for other races, what they show about us on the news.
Right.
In the social media. We are made to be shown
as negative.
Yeah,
we
target a lot of
So that we're
and we only targeted because we the best.
Right.
It's like they so jealous and they so envious because they want to be like us.
But
a lot of races do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not trying to be funny, but they do. They want to be like us. Like,
but can't you understand? But
and I don't blame them.
I'm not mad at y'all.
Yeah,
if I wasn't me or if I wasn't melanated, I probably would be just as mad. I understand where y'all coming from, but don't come for me if I ain't sent for you.
Hey, if it comes down to reincarnation, I want to come back as a Black woman.
Somebody asked me that, like,
I want to be a Black man. I want to be a Black woman.
They like, if you could be any other race, what race would you be? I said I would still be Black. Why wouldn't I be Black?
Right.
You any other race, I would still be
Black.
A Black woman.
And I want to be a Black woman. I want to come back a Black woman.
Because it's a beautiful thing.
We are powerful.
But they just do this shit over and over and over.
Right. You know?
Sure.
And it's so crazy because, like, case in point, not to make it too political though, but the hot commodity story right now is that unfortunate incident with the 2 track stars. You know, the
twin,
the track star, the guy stabbed. Well, the Black guy stabbed the white.
One of the white twins,
but it's like they doing that right now. Like they're making everything is a division. Like, you know, he was in the media, it depicted a certain type of way, but it was so uncanny that they found pictures that they showed of him in negative connotation, and they had side by side pictures of the other, you know, doing the same exact thing. And it's like, you know, they got their fundraiser for the other skin, they got the fundraiser for our skin, they shut his. So it's just crazy because, again, all of these things tie in to our all mental psyche,
right?
You know, so I just,
that
again,
whole thing has to be, who are you to think that you could defend yourself and unalive someone who's not pigmented?
Right, right.
That's why I love the fact that you said misguided. That's why I said that we were broken, but I love the fact that you said misguided, and I love the fact that you said grace, because words are spells and words have power. And if you keep putting that all out there, that's what you're gonna get.
So I got a surprise for you ladies tonight.
Surprise.
We have stopped the men questions.
Okay.
And tonight I asked my husband to give us a question. So I don't know if he got one.
Come on, slide in here, Otis.
Come on, slide in here.
Where Otis at?
Why we stop the men's questions?
Because they irritating. Hey, David.
Because they say a story.
So this the last one?
Yeah, then we out of here.
We ain't coming.
David Gray.
I mean, it's the last time.
Ain't nobody
come
come see
ask
you,
us
Otis.
a question. Okay.
No.
Oh, you stopped it and started it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to stop it because I was ready. You know, I was on that.
You was ready to.
I seen it.
She was ready to.
Oh shit! Sam here.
Look, Sam here.
Yeah. Sam can't be here. David gotta be by himself.
Look at David Ruffin.
David gotta be by himself.
David Ruffin over in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He done slid.
What's his name? What was his name?
Give me some wine.
Paul.
Mix both of them.
Mix like Paul. David Ruffin.
Mix both of them.
David Ruffin over in the corner. You know
okay, so what's y'all question before we get out of here? Because we ready to go in on y'all.
Right.
Oh,
is it just a simple question or is it like a 3-4 part?
You got the floor.
This ain't a
But
story.
Can I say this, y'all? Like,
I got a process. Best friend be having. She got the floor on.
Me and my husband, I think we've been together for 12 years.
That's awesome.
We've been married for 8.
Okay.
And we still learn each other, right? Every day. Do we learn each other every day? Thank you. We learn each other every day, but it ain't like bad things. It's like just different things. Mm-hmm. And my husband be thinking he know me, man. I promise you, he be thinking he know me, saying certain things. He make me mad though. But go ahead, husband.
That's another podcast.
He's looking at his eye like,
look, David, another podcast.
No, he know me. He know me, but it seems like he make it worse, like than what it is. Like,
we're gonna have both. We're gonna have all y'all on panels.
It's his perspective, so that's his perspective.
Right.
Yeah. Man,
I don't be over exaggerating, but sometimes I might stretch the truth a tad bit.
Yeah. Okay. And I ain't going
I
for
like
that. I don't like that.
You don't like the tad bit?
Nah, hell no.
You said get to the point.
I mean, you can't do a tad bit with me. You can't.
Petty LaBelle gonna give you a tad bit more.
You can't,
right.
You can't stress it a little tad bit more with me. I'm already extra as fuck. Like that's doing too much.
That's what makes me have to be like that because you extra.
He gotta match. He gotta match your extra.
You gotta match your extra.
Hey,
all right, come with the question. Come with the question.
Come on, Otis.
We about to start
Who
arguing.
asked the question? Because Sam look like he ready.
Lord.
Tamar?
Sam gonna answer.
Oh,
come on,
Sam.
come on,
Make
come
sure
on,
they
Sam.
know story, Sam.
Come on.
We need something quick.
What's more important to women? Being liked by your mate or being loved by your mate?
What? Damn.
I would rather be liked.
I want both.
I want both too.
I wouldn't be liked.
I would
and I
rather
want to
be
be
liked.
loved.
Because if he liked me, then he loved me. Because you can love a person and hate everything about them. But if you like a person, you can love a person. So I would choose to be liked more so than I would choose to be loved.
Okay, we're gonna go around the circle because let me go to me real quick.
Let you go to me. Let me go to me.
Because
come on, spit it up.
I need to be liked and loved. Number one, because you can like me and not love me. You can love me and not like me. Because I love my kids, but I don't like them. Right? So you can most definitely love a person and not like them. What they do, their personalities. You get what I'm saying? So I want to be loved and liked. I'm not picking or choosing neither one of them because I prefer both. That's just me personally. Yeah. So move on.
Okay, so I mean, if you have to choose, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't choosing shit.
If I have to choose, because I know last time when y'all did a 30 for 30, I didn't choose. You know what I'm saying? So this week I'm going to choose.
What you choosing?
And I'm choosing. I want you to like me.
Crystal said like
I want you to like me because if you like me, you're gonna treat me differently than if you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you love your children, but you don't like them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my husband not like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you just love me, that means you just you're gonna go through the motions and everything like that. But it ain't gonna hit. Like if you like me.
You like to be around me.
You like to be around me. You like to be in my environment. You like to do things with me. We do more things together. We enjoy each other's company. Just loving a motherfucker ain't always enough.
I got a question. You like me and love me, and which one you do? I need to know that. Like, since you asked
well, before you ask that question, cousin, we got your best on, nigga. We got to stop on this because I'm with my cousin. I'm greedy. I want both. I ain't choosing. I want you to like me and I want you to love me. And hell, I want you to worship me too.
What's up,
I'm throwing something in there.
Sis?
Worship me too. Yes.
I need to know.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to go suck on some. Hold on. I'm about to go suck on some yam bags and an eggplant tonight, y'all. We out of here. We about to tune out.
Yeah, you missed them too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yam bags and eggplant on the menu tonight. She was ready to jump off.
I'm gonna be quick though. It's gonna be quick. Just to answer. So we ain't gonna keep you away from
Okay. Hold on, because I need to go.
We ain't gonna keep you away from it too long.
Yeah.
But for the first time, I'm not gonna answer the question with the options y'all gave me because I wouldn't give a fuck if I was liked or loved. I mostly want to be respected.
Clock it.
And the rest will come with that. So
Okay.
me.
What she said.
Damn.
And so if you respect me, you're gonna like me and love me.
I love
You gonna get all
Good answer. On that note, God bless you. Good night.
I gotta call BS on the corner. I'm just saying. I can respect the hell out of motherfucker, but I ain't got.
Oh Lord, not no.
Oh my God!
Not a salmon. Not a salmon.
Got a glass in his hand and everything. Y'all can't look.
Cause now I can't even call her best friend.
They said what you said is you can respect somebody.
No, these two.
No. You
These
got
two
to.
right
You
here.
absolutely right.
I love
if you
it. I
respect
love it.
me, then you probably
They like
in your
brother and
own
sister.
right don't like or love me, but through the respect, I'ma believe it. So it don't fucking matter how you really feel, cause it's gonna come off as love and liking the way that I see it. So thank you anyway. And Skinny, Skinny,
Skinny said.
Skinny said, that's it. Like if you respect me, I'ma believe it.
Y'all had to jump on her side. Why y'all keep calling her Skinny?
Her nickname.
That's her nickname is Skinny.
Crystal Smith. She on here making her comments.
The respect will make me believe.
I know so many men.
It say I know so many men that love their women, but don't want to do shit with them. Like they don't go out with them, they don't do nothing. They said it's easy to love them, but they don't like them.
Yeah.
You like that?
You get what I'm
man
saying?
Don't like to do what a motherfucking woman like to do, and a woman don't like to do what their man like to do, but they love each other.
That's called compromise. So
I
we got
wanted to ask
together.
y'all a question like that on Me and Monday, and I forgot to put it in. I wanted to ask y'all, like, where do men draw? Because they say happy wife, happy life. Like, where do men draw the line to be like the answer is
spouse,
no? Like, I don't.
It's happy spouse, happy house.
That's what I just said. Happy spouse. I just said that.
Hey, my husband just said the cutest shit, y'all. I'm about
happy spouse, happy house.
So like I
my
think
husband like and love me.
I think
Right. But it's like what you said. If you want to do something that you like and she don't want to do it,
it's a
or she
compromise.
wanna do something that you like,
It's a
how
compromise.
much do you compromise?
And then,
You just do shit because that person want to do the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I make my husband do mad shit.
Some people do.
Or they doing it because they supporting you, and we can say, I don't do
Yeah.
this shit.
And that does
like
happen.
I
When I was married, and
My
I know
husband
that
do
does
that.
happen. I ain't cut you off.
You're good. I would want to do it because I would want to. It was gonna make my other person happy.
That
To
part.
see them happy
makes me
And
happy.
that's what I
That's
did.
my thought
And
process.
that's what we did. And then we ended up coming to find common interest off of what he didn't want to do and what I didn't want to do. And so we compromised. And you know, because my ex-husband is very antisocial. He is complete opposite of me. Okay. But because I'm such an extrovert, and then I'm like, oh, we want to do this, but then we just found common interest.
Because you don't get married to do things
Hi, Jada
by
later.
yourself.
Yeah.
You get
Right.
married to
You
do things with
together.
your
Yeah,
spouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you get married to someone and you don't actually know that person, you don't know what that person enjoys, you don't know what that person likes to do, or you think that what you're doing, what that person likes to do, that they're going to grow out of that particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to want to do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think you have to know your spouse.
Right.
And if they like to do some shit, do that shit with that motherfucker and smile and nod and act like you like that shit.
Right. Don't be at home.
But don't do it and then be a Debbie Downer while you doing the shit. Don't do the shit and be all frowned up and shit.
I know we gotta go, but I'm gonna let y'all know, even though, because again, Super married, and that was the thing that I allowed that. I allowed the passive aggressive because I didn't know that passive aggressive
that part
was a
thing.
I didn't know that. I just thought that I was conforming and conceding to make that other person happy. I didn't understand that all the while you were pushing my views out and bringing all your views in. Right. So you got to make sure that you're cognizant of that as well, because that happens. And then when that happens, you become complacent. So again, That's why we all keep saying the same word over and over again. Communication. And it's
the
hard.
key.
It's hard. It's hard. And if you find yourself in a situation like that, ladies, to this day, if you find yourself in a situation where a person keeps shutting down your views, your personality, and dimming your light, you have to understand that there's a light, because I'm sitting right here. I'm magnet for a reason. Get out of it, because that's abuse. That's not love. That's underlying jealousy, animosity of some sort, and it don't make that person a bad person. That just means that person's not the person for you. Okay, so I'm just say that.
Get them running shoes. Get them running shoes.
Let me.
She's the runner. She's the track.
Let me blow the horn and clap for my girl, because that what you said. Magnet.
I want you to put that at the top of the list, so you know exactly where it is.
Else. No, it's all the way down, girl. I'm gonna put it at the top of the list.
I need you to be pinned. You need to pin that. He ain't saying shit.
That's what you say. But that's what you say. You put it at the top, because I almost said damn sound, so I kept it pressing.
Give me my shit. Y'all dropped it. Y'all gave it. I appreciate
I
y'all.
Yes, we'll give kudos.
No. I almost clicked that on an accident. But people be changing them for their relationship, not good. But you right. But at the end of the day, y'all, we about to get up off of here, because we've been on here. And I love my ladies. I love when my ladies come to the show. It be off the chain. I almost called them out their name.
These bitches be up here talking that shit.
I wasn't gonna say bitches. I wasn't gonna say bitches.
What? Was it
I
hoes?
was gonna say hoes.
That's the only one that's hoes. Like damn.
Look, same thing. Just put a handle on it.
Why y'all can't be daddy fuckers?
I ain't been a hoe since 06. God damn it.
That's why I've been a hoe since 06.
Let me correct it. All my ladies are beautiful, mature women.
She met these hoes is up here doing.
These beautiful women. These beautiful ladies. They was having their own conversation when I was trying to talk y'all on the one thing. But that's okay, because it be deep like that. We all do that to each other, but we don't judge. What we say, we don't
listen,
judge.
we don't judge.
We listen, we don't judge. We love each other. I love these beautiful ladies. It's always a time, I promise you.
It's always a movie.
Right. Always. And shout out to my husband. Shout out to Sam. L's husband is in the building tonight. Great question for the men tonight. And it wasn't no story, because my brother Sam be giving a whole story. And we got to answer to repeat it.
A chapter.
And we have to. And, he did so good today. And we usually have to say to him, damn, all right, but we have to deal with that today. But tune in every Sunday from 3 to 4 for Busy One Radio. Day to Day is in the building. Shout out to Barry. Every Monday, Men's Mondays, we got my husband, we got my cousin Mike, we got Kev in the building, we got Damn Sam in the building. And we got some special shit coming soon with Damn Sam. Unfortunately, y'all gonna be mad, but that's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I like people to be mad. That's okay. So, and Women Wednesdays, of course, when I say my women on the panel, we be talking that shit. Y'all, I'm telling you, we talk that shit. We be honest. We be honest. Yes. We be honest.
She snapping for us. Hey!
Everybody be honest. And we say things, but we don't judge each other. And that go for our husbands. They need to, what's the saying? We listen,
but we don't
judge. Mm-hmm. People in relationships need to listen and don't judge.
Mm-hmm. And communicate.
And most definitely communication is the key. And I want to say that and put that out there. We listen, but we don't judge. When we in these relationships with people, we have to listen and not judge.
Exactly.
Listen with your ears, not your mouth.
Right. And then we're going to say, let's talk about it Fridays. Of course, we in the building. That's what started it all. So at the end of the day, we about to get up off of here. But again, we listen, but we don't judge. We communicate.
Listen to learn, not to respond.
Yes, yes. And that's the best way when it comes to relationships. People don't understand that because I can't even tell y'all how many times me and my husband be arguing because we be arguing, but it don't be like that.
Y'all have disagreements.
We had disagreements, but
girl, when you posted that side chick sneaking in a pig video,
my husband about to shoot me.
I said, look, now it's 2 or 3 videos on here. I know they had a good night. They done drank some. Now they posted videos. Drunk as fuck. I knew it. I said, look at them.
My husband was trying to do a skit right real quick before we get off here. He was trying to do a skit. I said, no, I want to be your side chick tonight. I'm gonna need you to pull the gun out and act like you gonna kill me if I do wake up. That nigga starts snoring. Like, all right, that's how we do it, baby. Let's get it.
Delete that shit right now.
Yeah.
Delete that shit
immediately, not immediately. But I told him take the clip out.
We don't need no accident.
No mistake.
No, we don't need no mistake. No mistake.
Oh, so that's the song you gonna leave out with?
What you want to leave
out with? That song? No, I love it. I got it. Because you got your accent. Yeah.
Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my life. I like her. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Can't get her off of my mind.
She one of a kind. Yeah, she's fine. 2 times high, then she down. Getting this money, she stay in line. Yeah, she gon' grind all the time. Okay, get this money. Okay. Ain't no play, gon' play with my bae. She just wanna go hard for that cake. So she gon' hit and don't make a way. Go ahead, get money. Go ahead, get the money. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Girl, you fine like a ticket to something. Girl, they quiet like crickets or something. They ain't posted, they mention for nothing. They hard for something. Your beauty is something. Waist don't slam your ass on drunken. I hate it gon' hate, but they ain't getting nothing. 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. You gon' get that money and gon' get it jumping. You know you on track the way that you run it. Credit score over 800. And when you out, you get 100 comments. That's something they gotta acknowledge.
Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my life. I like her eyes. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Can't get her off of my mind. 5'5" brown eyes, long hair, thick.